Welcome to the Methodical Marketer's Guide to Greatness. Learn how to use what you have to get to where you want to be in marketing and business. The terms B2B and B2C can be considered industry jargon, and it's something that you'll come across quite a lot as you do research on marketing activities for your business. Effectively, B2B and B2C are acronyms that stand for business to business, B2B, and business to consumer, B2C sales. Understanding these two concepts comes down to looking at the intention behind the actions that allow the customer to move through the sales process and ultimately end up buying a product for themselves, as is the case for B2C, and buying a product or buying something on behalf of a business, as is the case for B2B. So B2C, or business to consumer, is when I'm buying something for myself, like shoes or a new TV. B2B, or business to business, is when I'm buying something that I'm going to use in my business, like signing up for accounting software or buying stock for my business, for example. Now, the reason why it's important to understand the difference between these two concepts is because of how it impacts your marketing message and how it impacts the sales process. Where a B2C purchase is generally made by one person and the time it takes to make the sale is usually so much shorter, it can take anything from 6 to 18 months for a B2B purchase decision to actually take place. This is partly due to the fact that there are oftentimes up to 7 people involved in the purchase decision, each making the decision for a different reason or deciding to make the purchase because it solves a different problem in the business for them. A purchase decision for a business can also have a much bigger impact on the future of the business than the impact that buying a new coffee machine would have on you, for example. What's more, there are also different emotions and motivations involved when making a B2C purchase than there are when making a B2B purchase. I always like to explain it in terms of the fact that a B2C purchase is all about how it makes the customer feel, while a B2B purchase is how it makes the customer look. When you buy a pair of shoes, for example, it makes you feel confident, it makes you feel gorgeous. Whereas the senior manager who signed on for the new sales management software did so because they wanted to look good to their manager. Their purchase also makes their manager look good to the board, and the board makes the company look good to the shareholders. It's important to also understand that in both instances, the customer still moves down the stages of the sales funnel in the same way. They are still going from awareness to interest, from interest to desire, and from desire to action. They just need different kinds of information, conversations, and sales and marketing touches to move from one step in the funnel to the next. A great example would be to think about an influencer post showing off that pair of shoes, and how that differs from a case study that is shared with a manager about a new sales software. These two types of content, the social media post and a case study, are both suited towards helping the customer move from the desire to the action stage, but the reason why they take that step is different. So when it comes to B2B and B2C marketing, you need to have a look at who you are selling to and why they are buying from you. Use this information to adjust your messaging and adjust your content accordingly. Always think about what would help your customer take the next step from where they are in the sales funnel to where you want them to be in the sales funnel. You'll be surprised at how understanding the intention behind the purchase decision helps you craft content and marketing messages that actually work. Until next time, thank you for listening.